This man squeezed mustard onto a cracker to make a makeshift hamburger. That was all the food he had for the day. When he saw the leftovers on the table, he wanted to eat them too, but he had no money. Just then, a woman appeared in front of him. She returned the shopping cart and got her deposit back. So, Victor found an opportunity to make money. He collected shopping carts that hadn't been returned at the airport and took the deposits. That's how he finally bought a hamburger. It was the first proper meal he'd had since being stranded at the airport, and he ate it happily. He watched the news on television. That's when he realized that his country was in the midst of a civil war, so he became a refugee, and the US wouldn't let him enter the country. But when the airport manager discovered Victor, he immediately created a new position specifically for collecting shopping carts. This took away Victor's opportunity to make money, so Victor had to continue eating his crackers. The manager appeared in front of him, mocked him, and then led him to the exit. He tricked Victor into thinking the guards would leave soon, and that Victor could sneak out of the airport. But in fact, the manager was watching the security cameras. As soon as Victor stepped onto American soil, he would be arrested. Victor looked at the bustling city outside, but he stopped, because he had realized it was the manager's trick. So he told the manager that he wouldn't leave so easily. But this completely angered the manager. From then on, Victor made the airport his home. Every day he would sleep in the waiting area and wash up in the restroom in the morning. Besides that, he constantly studied English just to get a visa to leave the airport. Although he was rejected every time because it was the manager's order, until one day, the manager locked Victor in a detention room because a group of people were coming to assess the manager's work. This was crucial for the manager's promotion, so he couldn't allow any accidents to happen. But an accident still happened. A tourist was carrying unapproved medication. Due to the language barrier, they couldn't communicate and couldn't understand what the medication was. That's when the manager suddenly remembered that Victor spoke that language. Therefore, he had no choice but to seek Victor's help. Victor didn't refuse, but he could only do his best. After some communication, Victor calmed the man's agitated emotions. He also learned that the medication was a life-saving drug for the man's father, which was why he was so agitated. However, these medications required proof of purchase, otherwise they would be confiscated. This plunged the man into despair, as he was completely unaware of this requirement. He hoped the manager would show him some leniency, as his father desperately needed the medication. The manager said he was powerless to help, so they had to forcibly remove the man. At the critical moment, Victor told the manager that the medications were for animals, and that he had made a mistake. This way, the medications could be successfully brought into the United States. The man instantly understood Victor's meaning and nodded repeatedly. Although the manager saw through Victor's trick, he had no choice but to give up. However, his rude behavior cost him his only chance of promotion. From then on, Victor earned everyone's respect. By the way,